What's up guys, welcome back to our channel where we bring you stories that inspire, thrill, and tug at your heartstrings. Today, we've got an incredible tale of survival, courage, and love that'll leave you speechless. It's the story of Fu, a wealthy CEO, who had everything until his life took a turn no one could have imagined. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's dive into this epic journey. And before we start, tell me in the comments, have you ever faced a moment where you had to fight against all odds to survive? Let's hear your stories. Alright, here we go. Our story begins with Fu, a CEO, flying in a small plane to Antarctica, dreaming of turning it into the first ever wedding destination for massive profits. On board are Natasha, glamorous model, and Jing, quiet science photographer, and their pilot, a plane with few resources. Since few visit this land, Fu brags to Jing about his dreams, but she stays calm, lost in her books. Little do they know their lives are about to change forever as they near the mountains. Fierce winds hit the plane, nearly crashing it into a peak, but the pilot pulls up just in time. Then a massive storm engulfs them, and the plane vanishes into the blizzard, crashing into a jagged peak. The pilot's seat rips free, and he plummets to his death. The plane spirals down, crashing into the snowy wilderness surrounded by darkness and ice, with no one knowing who's alive. Fu wakes up stumbling out to realize they're stranded in Antarctica's frozen heart, where only rare planes or ships pass. He rushes to save his companions. Natasha's in bad shape, blood on her mouth. Saved by her seatbelt, Fu pulls her out, then finds Jing conscious, but trapped, her leg pinned under the plane's door. As he tries to free her, the plane slips into the ice below. Terrified, Fu almost flees, but Jing screams, "Pull him back!" He drags her out just as the plane sinks, taking their radio and hope of rescue with it. Fu and Jing check on Natasha, but she's unresponsive. After desperate calls, they realize she's gone, likely from internal injuries. Jing insists they can't leave her body, so Fu builds a stretcher from debris to carry her. Jing's leg injury makes walking impossible, and Fu drags both her and Natasha through the ice. Then an avalanche roars toward them. Jing shouts to dig a pit, and they dive in, surviving, but Natasha's body left above is torn apart by scavengers. Heartbroken, Jing agrees to bury her, unable to carry the weight. Fu, showing true humanity, carries Jing on his back, stumbling through treacherous ice. While descending a slope, he slips and Jing's leg hits a rock, knocking her out. Hours later, she wakes in an old cottage Fu found. Grateful, Jing asks Fu to set her broken leg to prevent infection. Despite the pain, Fu hesitates, but resets her bone, and she passes out. It's not perfect, but it keeps her alive. Fu finds a generator, barely functional, powering a heater for warmth. They discover canned food with Chinese labels, and Jing realizes this was a Chinese researcher's outpost, meaning the Chinese Aurora station might be nearby, but Jing warns it's tough. Food's limited. The generator has fuel for 75 days if used sparingly, and winter's coming. Fu vows to search daily, but they need a plan. Jing maps 3 directions excluding north, but Fu wanders aimlessly, at first finding only snow. He lies to Jing about seeing something to keep her hopeful near the South Pole. He escapes a collapsing iceberg. Jing pushes him to move faster, 4 kilometers a day, or they'll never make it. Starving, Fu catches fish but steps on weak ice and falls into a crevasse. Trapped in a sealed cave, he loses hope and lies down to die. 2 days pass. Jing, starving, waits for Fu as a storm rages. The generator won't start, and believing Fu's dead, she cuts her wrist, collapsing. Meanwhile, Fu realizes Jing will die if he gives up. Spotting a crack in a cave, he climbs through ice, emerging, and racing to the cottage. He finds Jing barely alive, bandages her wrist, and begs her not to give up. Jing, touched, starts to love him, but time's running out. Over 40 days, Fu and Jing grow close. Fu's vision blurs from snow blindness, but Jing guides him back, teaching him to shield his eyes. He falls into freezing ocean water, nearly dying, but follows penguins to safety. Reaching the cottage half-frozen, Jing warms him, saving his life. A penguin visits, and Jing adopts it, bringing joy, but Jing's nose bleeds from vitamin deficiency. Warning, shall die without vegetables, urging Fu to save himself. Fu, in love, proposes with an imaginary ring, vowing to stay by Jing no matter what. Jing begs him to find the station and not return for her, but Fu refuses to leave her. They skate with their penguin, but Fu admits he's exhausted, fearing they'll die. Jing insists he fight for himself. The next day a storm hits, but Fu presses on, frozen but unyielding, until he spots a sign: the Chinese Aurora Research Center. Fu reaches the station, too weak to move, and tells researchers about Jing. They race to the cottage, but an avalanche buries it. Fu screams, believing Jing's gone, and passes out. Days later, in a research center, he finds Jing's survival book detailing avalanche escape. Hope reignites. He knows Jing's too smart to die. Racing back on a bike, he finds a pit where Jing lies alive, having saved herself. They embrace, tears flowing as aurora lights dance above. And that's the story of Fu and Jing, a tale of fighting impossible odds, finding love, and never giving up. Fu's courage saved his life, and his love proving you have to keep fighting for what matters. What did you think? Did Fu's determination or Jing's resilience inspire you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you've got a survival story, share it, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more epic tales. Until next time, keep fighting, keep dreaming, and stay